Hi, hello, good evening everybody. This is Chinmay Joshi, Master Teacher for Mathematics. Welcome to Deeksha Vedantu classes, right? So today again I come up with a very important, very interesting topic of mathematics for a revision. So we'll concentrate on your revision part for your CBSE exams, board exams, right? So I'll be handling the very important topic now. So any guesses? Yes, just now you have finished arithmetic progressions. So one more important chapter for the day, that should be, yes, any guesses? You might have already seen the thumbnail also. Yes, the topic for the day is, yes, any guesses? Topic for the day is statistics. Yes, so statistics is one of the most lengthiest chapter and the application oriented chapter that you have. Statistics has so much of application in your real life scenarios. You use statistics in data science, which is a booming sector as of now. So data science, everything that you use is basically statistics. Yes, so learning statistics is a very important thing. So in that scenario, let's try to cover almost all the topics of statistics in two parts. So today I'll be handling part 1. So in the next class I'll take the part 2. So what will be the content for the today? So I'll deal with the synopsis of the statistics. You might have already learned the statistics chapter in your schools, but I'll try to revise all those important points that might be asked in your exams. So you should know those things in order to solve the questions, right? So that is the first thing. Second thing, what I concentrate on, few MCQs today. So we will try to cover up as many as MCQs for this particular chapter, and we will take up few more previously asked questions in your CBSE board. So that might boost your confidence. If you can solve these questions, then definitely you will be able to solve questions in your final exams, right? Without any delay, let's start with actual statistics synopsis, right? So what is statistics? Statistics is basically a branch of mathematics. Yes, statistics is basically a branch of mathematics which deals with analysis, collection and your interpretation of the data. Yes, let's take up the word statistics is, one second, yes, I'll take some purple color. Yes, the word statistics is used in both singular as well as plural words. So the first thing is singular, it means science of collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation. You collect the data, present the data, analysis of a data and interpretation of the data, collectively called statistics in a singular way. Where in plural way it means numerical facts collected with a definite purpose. So with some definite purpose, you will collect a data that numerical facts are said to be, are called to be your statistics. So in both the ways you can interpret what exactly the statistics means. So followed by the number of times an observation occurs in the given data is called frequency. You might have heard the word frequency. What do you mean by frequency? For example, if suppose you might have seen boxes something like this saying that, so this is xi, this is fi. What do you mean by this? So there are some entries, for example 5, and the frequency is given. What is the frequency given? Hi Dhanush, hi, welcome to the class. Superman, very good. So you have 5 entries. Fi is basically how many times you have it got repeated, that is xi fi. Fi is, say for example 2. What do you mean by this? Your phi got repeated twice, that is the frequency, how many times it has been repeated in the given data. For example, if you have -7 repeated 5 times, so this is what the frequency means. Hope this is clear. Next, frequency distribution can happen in two types. Frequency can be distributed in two types. One is called discrete frequency distribution. The second one is called continuous or grouped frequency distribution. You might have seen discrete frequency. This is basically a discrete frequency. One particular xi, that is observation or the entry, repeated these many times. This is called discrete frequency directly. Discrete means only one number, separate numbers repeated so many times, that is a frequency. So now one more is basically grouped, or it is also called continuous frequency distribution. So you might have observed something like this, sir, a class interval is given and the frequency is given. So in that case something like, sir, 0 to 10 5 times. What do you mean by this? There are numbers between 0 to 10, those have been repeated 5 times. For example, you might have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on 5 times. So there are basically 5 numbers in between 0 to 10. That is what it means. Similarly, 10 to 20, 6 numbers. So this type of distribution is called continuous distribution. This type of distribution is called discrete frequency distribution. Hope this is clear. Now, class mark. What do you mean by class mark? So for every class there is one representative of this class, that is basically the midpoint. How do you get the midpoint? Adding the lower limit plus the upper limit divided by 2. So the class mark for this Ci, I'll take this as say Xi. We usually denote it by Xi as a class mark. So the class mark for the first class is 0 plus 10 by 2, that is 5. 10 plus 20 by 2, that is 15. So these are called class marks. Okay. So the commonly used measures of central tendency. What do you mean by central tendency? There is a data given. There is one representative of the whole data. That can be either mean, median or mode. Right. So there are 3 central tendencies. That is where the actual data have been accumulated. So we will go for the central value. So you might have heard something like average value. So for the whole class, what is the average strength? Or for the whole class, what is the average marks? What is the average height? What is the average weight? Or what is the median height? What is the modal class? Something like that. So you might have heard these type of words in your real life. So they are basically central tendency, because so for the whole data given, so data for the whole data given, the central tendency gives you a single identity for the complete data. So those 3 things here are basically mean, median and mode. So mean, median and mode. We usually call that as arithmetic mean. So that comes from your arithmetic progression, and geometric mean, that comes from your geometric progression that you will be learning in the next year, followed by harmonic mean, median and mode. So these are the different types of central tendencies, and in your chapter or in your particular syllabus you have mean, median and mode. So these are the 3 central tendencies that have been mentioned. And very important problem, or very important the result that you have is the relation between the median, mode and mean. So 3 times of median minus is equal to mode plus 2 times of mean. Or you can remember it something like this. Sir, mode, I'll write it as MD. Mode is equal to 3 times of median. So I'll take it as ME minus 2 times of mean. I'll take mean as ME only. So you'll take 3 times of median minus 2 times of mean, right? So this is median. If you want, you can write it as MN, that is mean. So this is 3 times of median minus 2 times of mode. For example, if you have say median, so if suppose the median is given to be say 10, and if your mode is given to be say median, so if suppose the mode is 10 and the median is basically say 5, and your say what is mean is asked. If suppose this question is asked, so then median is 10 minus 3 times of this, that is minus 5, is equal to minus 2 times of Mn. So you can apply this formula, that is 10 is equal to 3 times of 5, that is 15 minus 2 times of Mn. How do you get mean? Just by simplifying this, 10 minus 15 or 10 minus 5, this is 5, 10 minus 5, that is 15, 10 minus 15 should be minus 5, minus 5 by 2 is your mean. Hope this is clear. So you will have to get one in terms of the others. So if suppose mean and median is given, you can find mode. If suppose mode and median is given, you can find mean, something like that. You will be given 2 things, you will have to find the other thing using this formula, that is mode is equal to 3 medians minus 2 mean, 3 medians minus 2 mean. Hope this is clear. Let's take up the next question. So the mean of the grouped data. So if suppose the data is grouped now, group data or continuous frequency distribution. So x1, x2, x3 till xn are of observations with the respective frequencies f1, f2, f3. So they have given x1 repeated f1 times, x2 repeated f2 times, x3 repeated f3 times, and so on. If suppose that is a case, how do you find a mean? So mean is usually denoted by x bar, and there are 3 ways of getting that. One is direct method. The second one is assumed mean method. The third one is shortcut method or step deviation method. There are three methods of getting the mean. Direct method is basically x bar, that is mean is usually denoted by x bar. What will you do? Sir, mean is basically sum of everything divided by total number of observation. Sum of all observation. How do you do sum of all observation? X1 repeated F1 times means you will add all those things. So instead of adding those things, you will multiply X1 3 times. That is, if suppose 2 is repeated 3 times, so 2 3s will give you sum of first 3. So similarly, F1 X1 plus F2 X2 until Fn X1 you will add everything and you will divide by F1 plus F2 plus F3 because these are the total number of entries that you have. So this will give you, so in other words you can tell this x bar is summation of, you might have come across this particular notation, that is this is called summation of Fi Xi. So ishtondu bariyada avashyakate illa alva. So this is a very big thing, so you'll have to reduce it to a smaller extent. So I'll take it in a shortcut way, that is I is equal to 1 to n. I is equal to 1 to n divided by, this is summation Fi. Again you can take I is equal to 1 to n, right? So you can take summation from, this is if you start from 1, F1 X1 plus F2 X2 plus F3 X3 till Fn Xn divided by F1 plus F2 plus till Fn. Hope this is clear. So this is how you can get the mean from the direct method. Yes. Now followed by, how do you get it from the assumed mean method? The same process plus a. So you'll have to remember, you'll have to do the same process. Fi di. What is your di? Di is xi minus a. So xi minus a, that is each entry subtract assumed mean from the each entry. You have say xi and some assumed mean. You assume some mean in between. So usually in the middle of xi. So there is a data given. So something like this. This is your xi. This is your fi. Right? So in that distribution you will choose some random xi and call it as assumed mean. Assumed mean, some random xi. You can take any xi, right? So now what I do, basically from every xi, how much far this a is. So that will give you d. So di means first entry minus a, second entry minus a, third entry minus a, and so on. So that will give you the di. So this di is used here, that is Fi di divided by Fi, and whatever you get, add it to a. Add it to a. That will give you the mean using your assumed mean method. So instead of finding the mean, you can directly find assumed mean by taking some random number amongst xi and find the deviation, or you can say find the difference of every entry from a and add them up divided by total number of entries, add the whole quantity to a. That will give you assumed mean, right? So now step deviation method is not there in your syllabus, so don't worry. So next, median of group data. So what do you mean by this? Median. So now we are going for finding the median of group data. Yes, what do you mean by this? Condition 1, when the data is discrete. So condition 2, when the data is continuous, right? So there are two ways of finding the median. Median is basically the middle one, right? So median is basically the middle entry. So if you arrange a given data in ascending order or descending order, whichever that comes in the middle, that is median. Median, middle, remember it, right? So if suppose arrange the data in the ascending order, after arranging the data in the ascending order, if the total frequency n is odd, I'll take few examples, you'll understand. For example, if the data is something like this, 3, 7, 5, 6, 4, 1 and 8. So this is the data given. So and this is called usual rate raw data. So now you have raw data. Now you will arrange it. First arrange the data. So I'll start with 1, 3, 4, then 5, then 6, 7, 8. Now the data is arranged. If see clearly you have odd number of entries. So whenever you have odd number of observation, then how do? You will get this to be. This is the fifth. 5 is the median over here. How do you get 5? So this is basically the fourth term. Yes sir, it was very small, you could directly tell it is fourth term. But if the quantity is more, if the entries are more, observations are more than 100, how do you tell this is the median, sir? So there is a general term. How do you get? So basically find the number of total terms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 7 plus add 1 by 2. So that is 8 by 2. 8 by 2 is 4. So fourth term is the median. This is how you will get. Yes, taste the best is a person, he says he has a doubt. Yes, taste the best. Can you please type your question so that I'll see if I can solve those things. Yes, come on, type your question or send me a screenshot. Type a question everybody. Those who have a doubt, you can type a question, I'll see that question, and by the end of the class we will solve that question, right? Okay, so this is the first way of getting the median. The next way of getting, if suppose the observations are even, then you will have two medians. So if suppose if you had 9 also here, then 5 and 6 both are basically the medians. Then how do you get the median? The average of these two, that is 5 plus 6 by 2. Yes, taste the best. Please type your question and send me, so I'll see that question and I'll try to answer by the end of the class, or if it is relevant here, I'll answer here itself, right? Okay, so even is done. Now step 3, the total frequency. If it is even, then what will you do? You will take n by 2, that is here 8 terms are there, that is 4th term, that is half of that, n by 2th term, and n by 2 plus 1th term, that is 5th term, immediately the next term. 8 by 2, that is 4 plus 1th term will be 5th term. Yes, okay, with that we have completed the median for this part. In condition 2, where the data is continuous, whenever you have a data to be continuous, you have a direct formula, that is median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus C divided by F into H. So what does this L, N, C, F and H means? Let's see. So where L is the lower limit of the median class. So in the given data, group data, so let's assume, say some middle one is the median class. For that median class, whichever the lower data, for example 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, if suppose this is the case, let me take the median class, whichever the median class that you get using the cumulative frequency distribution. Sir, how to find the 20th term? 20th term, this type of the questions. How to find the 20th term for this types of question? 20th term for this type of question. This is for AP, no? So you're asking about arithmetic progression, or you're asking about statistics? Just mention the chapter, or if you have specific question, then I can also help you out. 20th term in AP is A plus 19D. 20th term here, just tell me what exactly your question is, or if you are asking for AP, 20th term is given by A plus 19D. Hope this is clear. Yes. So where L is the lower limit of the median class, if suppose the median class is this, lower limit is 10. Similarly, the frequency, F is the frequency of the median class. So they will give you class interval and the frequency. So if suppose this is 3, 5, 7, this is the frequency here, frequency of the median class. H is class size. Class size means 0 to 10, that is the class, that is 10. Here it is also 10 and 10. Class size means how much class you have. 0 to 5 idra, class is basically, class size is 5. So something like that. So now n is number of observations, so you'll have to take care of observation. Okay, how to find the 20th term of this type? Dhanush is sending sir 20 by 2. Okay, there are question and answer session happening in the chat. Let's see how it ends, right? So now you have the formula to be L plus n by 2 minus F divided by, so this formula L plus n by 2 minus C divided by F into H. So where L is the the lower limit of the median class, n is basically the number of observations that you have, and your C is basically the cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median class. See, cumulative frequency, you will find cumulative frequency something like this. So till here it is 3. Next, the cumulative frequency is 3 plus 5, that is 8. The next thing is 8 plus 7, that is 15. So this is the cumulative frequency. Your C, whatever here, is basically the cumulative frequency of the preceding class. So here C will be 3. So please keep these things in mind. To find median, 20 by 2. Okay. You told the answer for the question that I've mentioned. Great. Okay. So sir, how to find for 20 terms of this type questions? Okay. Now the question might be basically from the taste the best. So he has asked, sir, how to find the 20th term of this type. So basically, if suppose 20 observations are given, then basically you divide 20 by 2. So 20 by 2 is basically 10th term. There will not be only one median for that, you will have one more median for even terms. Even terms idre you will have two medians, that is as mentioned by Dhanush, it is 20 by 2 10th term as well the 11th term. Remember this. For even number of terms you will have two medians. For odd number of terms you will have one median. So for the even number of terms, what will you do? You will take the 10th term, you will take the 11th term and add them, divide by 2. That will give you the median of that particular observation. Hope this is clear. So so you got what is median here. Median is directly given by, median is basically L plus n by 2 minus C divided by F into H. So that is what it says. So n by 2 minus C divided by F into H, where H is the class size. Okay, so this is all about your median class. So now how to find the mod of the group data. How to find the mod of the group data? Again you have a direct formula, L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. What do you mean by this? Sir, L is again the lower limit of the model class here. There it was a median class. Model class means at which class interval you have a mode. So that is a model class. First you will have to find the mode for this and then you will find the model class. So class size is H and the frequency of the model class. So F1, whatever the F1 that you have, that is frequency of the model class, something like this. If suppose model class is 10 to 20, then the frequency of that, this will be F1, and F0 is the frequency of the previous one, that is preceding model class, and F2 is the frequency of the succeeding model class, right? So try to remember these two formulas. For median I'll write it as median only. Median is basically L. So for mode also you have L. So L common for both of them. Then this is L plus, you will have n by 2 minus C by F into H. But here whatever you write is everything. Here also you have something called H, but whatever you write in the bracket is different in both of them. Here instead of n by 2 you will write first F1, here 2 times of F1. Okay, F1 to F1 minus, you will write F0 here, you will write F0 again minus F2. Remember this. I think you can get answer directly from these two formulas. Hope this is clear, everybody. Give me a thumbs up if everything whatever taught till now is clear for all of you guys. Yes, Dhanush, taste the best. All of these students, please give me a thumbs up or give me any emojis so that I'll understand you are getting the concepts and you are able to understand whatever I am saying. Yes? Okay. So let's take up few multiple choice questions from this chapter. Yes? Ready for that, everybody? Ready for that? Yes, question number 1 on your screen. The times in seconds taken by 150 athletes to run a 110-meter hurdle race are tabulated. So time taken by, yes, great. So I can see few emojis from all of the students. Very good. So the times in seconds taken by 150 athletes to run a 110-meter hurdle race are tabulated. So there is some data. Clearly, how does this look like? You have a class interval and a frequency. This type of distribution is called group data, or you can also call this as continued frequency distribution or continuous frequency distribution. So now you have a continuous frequency distribution. The question is the number of athletes who completed the race in less than 14.6 seconds. So you are supposed to find how many athletes have completed the race in less than 14.6 seconds. So that is what the question says. So if you can see, you are supposed to find the number of people who have completed within 14.6. Yes? Very good. Dhanush has replied, yes sir, we have understood. Great. How do you solve this, Dhanush? Okay, so you have a class here, frequency here. The question says till 14.6, how many athletes that you get? You'll have to add all of them. Very simple. So till here, so the athletes which are which who have completed within 14 seconds are basically 2. I'll keep it as it is. The athletes who have completed within 14.2, that includes this also, so that is total 6. The number of students or the number of athletes who have completed within 14.4 seconds is basically adding 5 to this, that will be 11, and the number of people or number of athletes who have completed within 14.6 will be adding 11, that is 71 plus 11 is basically 82. So, or instead of writing this, you can also take, see, all the frequencies, these are all the frequencies, these are all the people, those who have completed the race within 14.6 seconds. So therefore you can count 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 71 directly as 82, or you can also take the cumulative frequency, saying that till here it is 2, till here it is 6, till here it is 11, till here it is 82. So something like that. In both the ways you can solve. So clearly the option C is correct. Very good. Dhanush has answered it to be option C, 82. Well done. All the guys, if you answer in the chat, so it will be great, so that I'll get to know you're all interacting with me. Yes, let's make the session more interacting. Come on, respond in the chat, right? Okay, with that, let's take up the next question. Yes, for the following distribution, the model classes. So you are supposed to find what is the model class. So in what do you mean by this? Where the mod lies. Model class is the question. Yes, come on, solve this. How do you solve? You have below 10 there are 3, below 20 you have 12, below 30 you have 27, below 40 you have 57, below 50 you have 75, and 60 you have 18. So they have given the cumulative frequency actually. So let's try to draw this separately. How do you draw this? So let me take something like this. So the marks or the class intervals, I'll take class intervals in terms of marks. So the person who have got from 0 to 10, how much are there? They are basically 3. Okay. So now from 10 to 20, so this includes everything. This includes from below 20 means it includes below 10 also. So you'll have to remove below 10 from below 20. So this will give you 12 minus 3, that is 9. So similarly below 30, that is from 20 to 30, how many have scored? 27 minus 12, so that is basically 15, right? Similarly 40 to 30 to 40, 30 to 40 is basically, so if you can see 30 to 40, 57 minus 27, that is 0, 30. So similarly from 40 to 50, 75 minus 57, that is so you will have 3 here, so 5 minus 7, that will be 12. So 15 minus 7, that is 8, I'm sorry, this is 8, and you have 1 here, 6 minus 1, so the difference is 18. So if you add 18 to this, you will get 75. Similarly from 50 to 60, from 50 to 60 it is 80 minus 75, 5. So what do you get from this, sir? Class interval in terms of marks and frequencies. Initially they didn't give you frequency, they have given all the students below 10, below 20, below 30. In fact this below 60 includes everything. So now what we did, we separated from 0 to 10 these many fellows, 10 to 20 these many. Now how do you get mod? Mod is basically, mod means most repeated frequency. Yes, I've got an answer. I've got an answer from Dhanush. Dhanush, now tell, after seeing this, tell what is the answer. So the most repeated, you have 3 here. See, you have seen the most repeated to be 80 and directly told option D. It is not right, because the number of students below 60 will include everything. So I want separate from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and all 50 to 60. Till here you will have to take, and accordingly you should answer. So clearly 30 to 40 is repeated 30 times. This is the maximum value. So mod means most repeated is basically 30. So this is basically mod, and this is called model class, right? So the model class is basically 30 to 40. So therefore option C is correct. Yes. So with that, let's take up the next question. Very good. Dhanush have corrected himself. Very good. So 30 to 40 is the right answer. Very good. So let's take up the next question. If xi are the midpoints, of the class intervals of a grouped data, fi's are the corresponding frequencies, and x bar as the mean, then this expression, so what is the value of this expression? That is the question. So summation fi xi minus x bar. So what is this expression is equal to? Yes? Okay, so I'll give you some time. So think about it and try to answer it. Okay, so how do you expand it? See, whenever you have something like this, summation a minus b can be written as summation a minus summation b, right? If suppose they are constants, summation of some constant k can be written as k times of summation of 1, and always remember summation of 1 from 1 to n, I is equal to 1 to n is n, remember this. This is very important. Summation of 1, see that is adding 1 n times will give you n. So now let's take up this summation, we will break it off. So this is summation fi xi, right? Summation fi xi minus summation x bar. Okay, summation x bar. Okay, we have separated it. Now let me keep it as it is. I'll take from I is equal to 1 to n. I is equal to 1 to n. Here also I'll take I is equal to 1 to n. This is understood whenever it is given. So now what is x bar in terms of x bar? We know that x bar is equal to summation fi xi by summation fi, or you can take something like n. So n is the total number where n is summation fi, correct? If you want you can take capital N, so usually denoted by capital N. So what is here is basically from I is equal to 1 to n, if you sum all those things, this is summation fi xi from I is equal to 1 to n minus this will be, see, since x bar is a constant, you can take this constant outside. See, mean is some number, no, you cannot add that constantly, so that is a number, you take it outside, x bar into summation 1 from I is equal to 1 to n. So next what will you get? Let me keep it as summation fi xi minus this x bar as it is, summation 1 is basically n. Okay, so what is x bar? Sir, x bar is basically, so I will continue here, this is nothing but summation fi xi minus x bar is nothing but summation fi xi by n and into this is n. So you can cancel these two n's, so you will be left with summation fi xi minus summation fi xi, that will be 0. Hope this is clear. This type of questions you can expect in statistics. So you'll have to make use of the formula and the summation concept here. Always remember summation constant, always this thing should be known. So what did we use it here in the most is basically summation 1 is basically n and x bar is fi xi by n. You should know this, right? Let's take up the next question. So now the interesting part is basically, so observations are given of some data, they have given x by 5, x by 3, 2x by 3, x by 4, 2x by 5 and 3x by 4, and they have told x to be positive. Since they have mentioned positive, we'll have to arrange accordingly. If the median of the data is 4, they have already given the median, so you'll have to arrange them, pick the middle one, that itself is 4, that is what they have given, right? So now, yes, it's a complicated question, sir. Yes, see, since you are in a CBSE, you should at least expect 1 or 2 complicated questions. No, every questions will not be easy. Yes, Dhanush. So definitely there are few questions you'll have to take care of. See, you'll have to go through the formulas, everything will be easy. See, you already know few things and few things should be added. So summation concept is a new thing to you, so that should be adopted within yourself and you will be able to solve that question. Yes, try to get it. So now this question is again easy question. Let's see you can answer this. Okay, so now your observations are given, the median is given, what is the value of x? Okay, now let's try to arrange this. Let's try to arrange this in ascending order. So clearly, so if you can see x by 5, x by 3, x by 2x by 3, x by 4, how do you arrange this, sir? So now you should know, whenever you have say 1 by 5 and say 1 by 4 and 1 by 3. Now tell me which is bigger. Which is bigger? So sir, 1 by 5 is basically 1 out of 5 parts. That is, if you have 5 parts, or if you divide the whole thing into 5 parts, each part of it is 1 by 5. So if suppose if you take a pizza and divide it into 5 parts, say this is 5 part, okay, each part over here is 1 by 5. Similarly, if you divide it into 4 parts, each part over here is 1 by 4. Divide it into 3 parts, if you have this to be 3 parts, then each part is 1 by 3. So clearly 1 by 3 piece is bigger than 1 by 4 piece than 1 by 5 piece. So clearly your x by 3 is bigger. So x by 4 is smaller and x by 5 is still smaller. So I am arranging this in a ascending order. X by 5 comes first, then x by 4, then x by 3, followed by 2x by 5 again. So 2x by 5 is 2 by 5 times of x, that is smaller, compared to 3 by 5 times of x. You have 3x, 2x by 5, then 2x by 3, you have 2x by 3, you will take 2x by 3, and you have 3x by 4. So these values are bigger than x. This is how you can arrange this, okay. So the arrangement is something like this: x by 5, x by 4, x by 3, 2x by 5, 2x by 3, 3x by 4, and x. So this is how you arrange. So now you'll have to find the middle term of this. How do you find the middle term? Sir, you have 3 here, you have 3 more here. This is the middle term, right? 2x by 5 is the middle term, sir, right? So according to this, 2x by 5 is the middle term. That is n plus 1 by 2th term. So 2x by 3 is the middle term. So now if you are x, 2x by 5 is equal to 4. That is what they have given. The median to be equal to 4. This is what is mentioned here. This is what is mentioned here. What they have mentioned, the median is 4. So 2x by 5 should be equal to 4. In that case, what you will have, 2x is equal to 20 and x is equal to 10. So that is what you will end up with. So x is equal to 10 is the answer for this particular question. Hope this is clear for all of you guys. Very simple. The arrangement itself is a challenging process here. After that, everything is very easy. Yes, let's take up the next question. The median and mode respectively of a frequency distribution are 26 and 29. Then its mean is. You already know how to solve this. Yes, very good, Dhanush. Dhanush has given the answer. Well done, Dhanush. So you can also answer this question. This is a pretty easy question. Yes, you already know the formula relating your mode should be equal to 3 times of median minus 2 times of mean. So now what are we supposed to find? What is mean? So they have given what is median. So median to be 26. So mode is 29. So they have given mode to be 29. I'll take mode to be 29 is equal to 3 times of 26 minus 2 times of mean. So your job is to find what is mean. So you can simplify this and get me an answer. So you have 29 minus, so this is 60 plus 18, that is 78. 1 second. 78 is equal to minus 2 times of mean, right? So 78 minus 29, 78 minus 29, 78 minus 29 is, so I'll take 78 minus 29. So you remove 30 from this, what you will have 48, but you are not removing, so that is 49. So the answer is 49, 9, 9, 18, 4 plus 2, 6, plus 1, 7. Okay, so I'll get 49 as an answer. That is from here. This is minus 49. Okay, sir. This is minus is equal to minus 2 times of mean. So from here, what you will have, sir? 2 1s are 2 2s are and 2 4s are 8.5. This minus gets cancelled, sir. So therefore, the median or the mean is basically 24.5. That is your answer. Very good. Super. So you can see mean to be 24.5. Therefore, the option B is correct. Well done. So clearly, this is the one of the most important formula you should remember. The chances of asking this question as MCQ are very high. So option B, Dhanush has answered it. Very well done, Dhanush. Let's take up the next question. Okay. Consider the following frequency. The upper limit of the median class is asked. Upper limit of the median class is asked. Yes, this looks pretty simple, sir. 0 to 5, 6 to 11, 12 to 17, 18 to 23, 24 to 29. So the median exists somewhere here. So 12 is the answer, sir. No, 12, not 12, 17 is the answer, sir, because it is upper limit. Yes, there is something that is hidden inside this. Yes, if you can see, this is not a continuous frequency distribution. You have something like this. So if I draw it something like this, the class interval, you have 0 to 5, then you should have 5 to 10, no? So if it is a continuous thing, so there is nothing in between 5 to 6, there is nothing in between 11 to 12. So in order to make it continuous, what I do is, I'll add 0.5 here, I'll add 0.5 here. So this becomes, so if you go 0.5 behind, that is minus 0.5 to 5.5. So what I am doing, I am making it continuous by adding 0.5 after that and removing 0.5 before. Here also remove 0.5 before, you will get 5.5 to 11.5, very good, followed by 11.5 to 17.5, similarly 17.5 to 23.5 and 23.5 to 29.5. This is your median or this is your continuous frequency. See, initially it was not continuous, so 0 to 5 it was there, from 5 to 6 nothing, from 6 to 11 it was there, 11 to 12 nothing. So we have added everything now. So now this things becomes your class intervals and their corresponding frequencies. Those frequencies are basically, sir, 13, 10, 15, 8 and 11. So now how do you get median? So median is exactly the middle one. So let's take up n by 2, exactly the middle one. How do you take exactly the middle one? So you add all these things, that is 13 plus 10 is 23, 23 this is 38, 38 plus 46, 46, 47, 57. So 57 by 2, 57 by 2, that will give you 2 2s are 2 2s are, and you have 17, that is 26 point something, so 26.5. So now you'll have to find where your 26.5th entry is there, or in general 26th or 27th entry. How do you find that? Using cumulative frequency. How do you find cumulative frequency? So till here it is 13, till here andre you are taking both of them, so that is 23, and till here, so if you add this is 38. So the whatever the entry, so 26.5th entry comes in between 23 and 38. So till here 23 entries are done. Next entry whatever that comes is in between 11.5 to 17.5. That is your class for the median, that is called the median class. There was the upper limit for that, so upper limit is 17.5. Hope this is clear. Very good, Dhanush. Dhanush Shetty has answered it. Upper limit is basically 17.5, sir. Well done, guys. So let's take up the next question. Okay, the question says, consider the following distribution. So more than or equal to 0, more than or equal to 10, more than or equal to 20, more than or equal to till 50 you have. So now actual question is the frequency of the class 30 to 40. This is a very simple question. How much frequency from 30 to 40? So you can arrange them something like this, from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. Let's count till here. I don't want from 40 to 50. So let's leave it off. The question is only till 30 to 40. Let's take it. So till 0 to 10 there are 63 students, followed by, so here till here there are 63 students. So 0 to 10, okay, not 63, in fact everything included, from 0 to 50 you will have 63 students, more than, right? So more than means it includes everything. So instead of taking 63 you will start it from here. I'll take one more here. So from 0 to 10, instead of taking, I'll take 40 to 50 also. So because I want in the reverse order, from more than or equal to 50 means from 40 to 50 or more than 50. So you have 52, 42. So now next thing is 48, because the more than 40 to more than 40 is greater number compared to more than 50. So there are people who have scored more than 50 will be 42. More than 40 will be including 50 also. You'll have to remove. So here you will end up with, so more than, I'll write the class intervals, you will understand it better. I'll write the class intervals. Class intervals is given by 0 to 10 and 10 to 20. So 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. So in this case 50 to 60 there are 42. So from here you will have to keep reducing things. So 48 minus 42, 6 more students here, 48 to 51. So if you keep on adding something like this, so you'll have 42, 6, 3, 4, 3 and 5. So if you keep on reducing things, that is taking the cumulative frequency in the opposite direction, you will end up with this. So 30 to 40 will have 3 students, 3 students. So very good, so very good. So clearly option A is correct. See, whenever you want, you will have to go back in that order in order to get the cumulative frequency, how much they are the students are there in this 30 to 40 category. So that is how you can find. Hope this is clear. Let's take up the next question. A student noted that the number of cars passing through a spot on a road for 100 periods, each of 3 minutes. So he has taken 3 minutes each period. How many periods he has taken? 100 times. So around 300 minutes he has observed and took this data. He said that, sir, from 0 to 10 periods, that is starting from 0 to 10 minutes, that is from 0 to 30 minutes, the frequency of cars is 7. From 0 to 10 I have seen 7 cars, from 10 to 20 I have seen 14 cars, from 20 to 30 I have seen 13 cars, from 30 to 40 periods I have seen 12 cars and so on. So the data is something like this. Let's see the question, the mode of the data. So you know, if suppose the mode is given, so you will make use of mode to be, mode is basically L plus F0 or F1 minus F0 divided by, sir, 2 times of F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So let's decide what is L, what is H, all these things. Yes, let's take up the mode of this. So here what is L? What is L? L is basically the lower limit of the model class. Clearly the model class which is repeated many times, 20 is repeated many times, this is the model class or the model class. So you have L to be 40 minus 50 by 2. So let's take the solution this time. So the model class is 40 to 50. So it has the maximum frequency. So therefore 40 to 50 is chosen as the model class. Clearly the lower limit of it is basically the 40, and from here what is F1? What is F1? F1 is the frequency of the corresponding thing. So L is 40 taken, okay. F1 is frequency of the corresponding model class, that is 20. F0 is the previous one, that is 12, and F2 is the succeeding one, that is 15. So and H, what is the class size? That is basically 10. Apply all these things. See, what is L? Lower limit of the model class. What is F1? Corresponding frequency. What is F0? Previous frequency. What is F2? Succeeding frequency. And what is H? That is a class size. So class size is 10. So now let's try to solve this. Let's try to apply everything here. So L is equal to, put L is equal to 40 plus 20 minus 12 divided by 40 minus 12 minus 11 into 10. Whatever that I have mentioned, you'll have to apply everything. If you solve this, you'll end up with the final answer to be. So let's try to solve this. This is 40 plus something. So you have 40 plus something. In the given option, if you see 40 plus something is around 44.7. So you could have guessed it directly because the mode class is something like this. The mode will be somewhere here. So in between 40 and 50, around 45 you will have. So exactly you will get using that formula. So if the options are very far away, so if you can see 34, 54, 44, 64, a smart guess can always be 44.7 because that is in that model class. Hope this is clear. Your mode will always get in between your model class. Hope this is clear. Only one value that is in the model classes, your 44.7. Let's take up the next question. Okay, the cumulative frequency table is useful in determining. Yes, where do you use the cumulative frequency? Very simple question. Dhanush, this is a very simple question. I think you can answer. The cumulative frequency, where will you use? Cumulative frequency is always used only in median. So while calculating median, you will always use the cumulative frequency. Well, yes, let's take up the last question for a day, most probably. Yes, in a frequency distribution, the mid value of class is 10. What do you mean by this? If suppose class is from say x to y, class interval I don't know, some xi to xn, you can take anything. So this is basically the class interval from x to y. They have said the mid value. Mid value means adding these two by 2, that is x plus y by 2 is basically 10. They have told the mid value. From here what you will have, x plus y is equal to 20. Mid value of the class. The class is from say 0 to 10. How do you get the mid value? 0 plus 10 by 2, that is 5. So similarly it is the class interval is from x to y. So I will take x plus y by 2 is equal to x plus y by 2 is equal to 10. From here you will get x plus y is equal to 20. So now what else is asked? The width of the class. What do you mean by this? Width. How do you take the width of the class? From 0 to 10. How do you take the width of the class? 10 minus 0. From 10 to 20, what is the width of the class? 20 minus 10. So width of the class is taken as upper limit minus the lower limit. So upper limit here is basically y. The lower limit is basically x. You can take y minus x or x minus y. So this will give you basically 6. So their differences is 6. You can get the values x value and y value respectively. What they've asked, the lower limit. So you just have to get the value of x. So accordingly you will have to solve. So x minus y is 6, x plus y is 20. So if you solve these things, you will have x plus y is 20 and x minus y is 6. So from here what you will have? So this will give you 2x get cancelled. So this is 20 minus 6, that is 14. So x is equal to 7. So basically the lower one is basically x is equal to 7. So from here what you will have? From here you will have the lower limit to be equal to, one second, the lower limit to be equal to 7. Lower limit is basically 7 over here. Hope this is clear everybody. Hope this is clear. Yes, very good. Dhanush have answered almost all the questions. So congratulations Dhanush, your dedication is much appreciated all the time. So I request or I appreciate all the students who have actively participating in this particular session. So please convey this thing to your friends also. Let's take up all the sessions collectively with your friends also. Please try to communicate to your friends. So so I think I've covered all the types of MCQs. So hope whatever that is taught today is clear. Let's summarize what we have done once. So summarize, let's summarize. So we have learnt two major formulas to remember. Okay, one thing is how to find mean, that is summation fi xi divided by n, and median formula, that is you have L plus n by 2 minus c divided by f into h, that is median, and the mode formula for the group data L plus f1 minus f0 divided by 2 times of f1 minus f0 minus f0 minus f2 into h. So this is for mode. Hope all the problems or all the questions that is taught today is clear for all of you guys. If you have any doubts, you can ask that in the next class. So till then, take care, have a great night. See you all in the next class. Bye. Okay, thank you everybody, thank you. So yes, great. See you all in the next class guys. Hope no doubts.